Darren tweets in, D.A. Mraz is a moron. Ford mass-produced in 1903.
As a pop culture phenomenon like myself.
Chuck tweets, 1903, Ford created the assembly line. 1908, probably they were full-on, created the Model T, but horses were still in the South in 1930.
As a pop culture phenomenon like myself.
Nathan tweets, listing for the oil fields of Texas, it's way too hot. Can you beam me up for some cool AC? Kenny tweets, and you say A-Rod is dumb, DA. How about Mraz? No cars in the 40s? Give me a break.
As a pop culture phenomenon like myself.
Yeah, at times his lack of basic knowledge is shocking. It's startling. It's shocking that he has a high school diploma and also a college diploma.
I wasn't alive in the 40s. So to expect me to know that, it's 40 years before I'm born. It's ridiculous.
Well, you had to learn about the Model T in high school.
You know what? They would start this curriculum, and we'd always end up back at the Civil War. I wouldn't get to cars, ever. I blame the school districts.
You didn't get to cars like you just stopped paying attention, or your class never got to
class. It always started, with the Mayflower and ended with the Civil War. They would always say, hey, we're going to get up to Martin Luther King. We never do. Every year in the social studies, it's the same stuff with these schools.
Again, you're blaming other people for you not knowing, but you didn't. You say you started with the Pilgrims and the Mayflower. You also didn't know Columbus wasn't a pilgrim.
I mean, it's been a long time since I sat in a class. But to expect me to know stuff that I was never taught 40 years in advance is just absurd.
Well,
and I'm sure a lot of these people didn't know.
You think that most of our listeners didn't know there were cars in the 40s? Did you never watch a movie from the 40s?
Well, the listeners who didn't know aren't tweeting you right now, which are a lot of people.
Did you learn about World War II?
Did I watch a movie in the 40s? I need sound, man. I'm not watching them silent flicks.
I mean, again, you don't think there was sound in the 40s?
No, it was sound.
You think they were just talkies?
But they always had, with Houdini and the black and white movies and stuff.
You think that was the 40s?
We're going to move on. We're going to get to the cut line, I guess.
I mean, Pete, help me out here.
No, I can't. It's hard. I can't.
You think Houdini was in the 40s? So what do you think happened in World War II?
We won.
Okay, thank God you knew that. So the 1940s is Joe DiMaggio. Do you think Joe DiMaggio didn't have a car and didn't have sound in his movies?
I don't know about the movies, but you're right. Now that I think about it, if you're putting it in sports terms, DiMaggio definitely drove some kind of old Buick or something.
Do you think Babe Ruth had a car?
I don't know. I could see the Babe with the crown on, cigar hanging out of his mouth with a couple rusty horses riding through Central Park.
Oh, yeah. To get to games, he rode on a horse and buggy.
Parking would be a little rough. No easy pass on those things.
Add it to the list. You have heard it here.